So you guys, if you're like anywhere on makeup internet, you probably have seen this, but this is the Got To Be Ultra Glued Invincible Styling Gel. I picked this up in the summer sometime, and I use it on my eyebrows, but I was kind of like unsure about it for a while, so I kind of stopped using it. But when I'm not doing makeup, like no makeup, I still put stuff in my brows because my brows are unruly, and also people have been mean to me on TikTok about them, but my brows are unruly. I kind of just let them grow on my face. Obviously I get like the really random strays, but I've been growing them out for years. I had very thin brows at the end when I was in high school. It was a thing. Anyways, this stuff has been I've been really enjoying it for no makeup days, and in December I had quite a few because I was kind of like just hanging out, not filming. It was cold, I wasn't leaving the house, so I've been really liking this for my brows. I'm still on my brow sculpt by Revive for like makeup days, but no makeup days I've really been liking this, and I just use like a random spoolie that I have. I have quite a few of these that I have for doing other people's makeup, etc. So I just like stick it in and rub it through, and it dries and stays in place all day, and it smells sort of like green apple, I think. Definitely green apple. I don't know why we say green apple when it's obviously Granny Smith, but yeah, this stuff is really good. It holds it in place. It doesn't add volume or anything like that. It just holds really well. And I got this at Walmart for like $4 or $5. I've also used it in my hair a few times because I was trying to learn how to do like this slick back wet hair look for a wedding I was going to, but then I got nervous and I didn't slick back my hair. But anyways, I've been using this quite a lot, especially on like Saturdays and Sundays, unless I have plans to like go somewhere or whatever. I don't wear makeup just because my skin kind of needs it, although I have this really dry spot right here that hurts so bad. it and I use it and I use it and nothing happens. I've been using it a lot for my inner corner. So it's just a really stunning gold. Honestly, it's just stunning. I like to use it for my inner corner because usually I'll use like the highlight I used on my face for my inner corner, but this just adds a little more oomph. Like, it's a little darker. If I put this on as a highlight, it wouldn't look good, but on the inner corner it adds a little more oomph, and it's really stunning. Very, like, it has a very nice shine to it. So yeah, and I just trying to use it up. So I use it and I use it and I use it, but nothing happens. But it's stunning. Especially, like, I've been putting this on the inner corner and then putting this midnight cowboy, just dots, not like slathering it on. I kind of just put some dots and then it would like really sparkle. So I've been loving this. And if you're not into gold, just the formula of this is really pretty in general. So yeah. Up next will probably be no surprise, but sort of at the same time. So this is the Charlotte Tilbury lip cheat lip liner in the shade Pillow Talk. Now, I bought this and I was really excited about it. I bought it probably about a year ago. Things are hard to tell. My time is going so fast now that I'm getting older, but I bought it and I didn't love this shade. And I would wear it on days where I would just have like concealer on and I would kind of like shape my lips with this a little bit and then go. But then after the whole TikTok thing where everyone was making fun of my lips, I did what anyone would do and I had a mental breakdown and like tried to change what I looked like. I was like, I'll figure it out. So I grabbed for this because I knew this like really naturally, or not necessarily naturally, but it just really helps like smoothly overlines your lips. It makes it look less clockable in my opinion, but it says some stuff on here about like resize lip liner and reshape and resize lip liner. So like that's obviously what Miss Charlotte Tilbury was like going for. It's stunning now. And then so yeah, and I kind of liked the fact that it was like less of a brownie nude, which is what I usually go for in a lip liner, and it kind of looked more like just my natural lip color, like it's more pinky, and normally I don't like pink on my lips, like it's just not really my shade. I'm not a pink gal, but I really started to enjoy this on my lips, and I enjoyed the formula. The formula is great. It's so smooth. It doesn't like clump up or anything. Like you can line over the same spot 4 or 5 times and it's still smooth. So yeah, and you like can blend this really easily. So I've just kind of been liking it for that kind of a look. And I hate to say that it happened because I was being bullied on the internet, but I've been liking it. I've also been liking putting the Cautious Sweetheart lipstick over top of it, and then once that kind of like fades away and it leaves that like pink stain, stunning. It was also, I know I'm talking about Christmas a lot, but I wore, I don't know, it was like I had like a makeup revelation epiphany during Christmas. Anyway, I was wearing this a lot at Christmas, and that lip, and it like wore really well, which was nice. And then again, it's also been freezing out, so it's kind of like I have like that frostbitten lip. So yeah, I've just been loving this lip liner, and I think it's really funny because when I got it, I was excited, but then I hated the color. But now I'm kind of like more into the color a little bit, which is natural. Like we all go through phases of what we like, what we don't like, and it's okay to naturally progress in your makeup, which is what I tell myself. So yeah, I've been loving that lip in the shade Pillow Talk, by the way, which is like the super popular shade. But I'm interested to buy a couple more of them in like slightly different shades to see